taking the trail position today, rock and roller? Hold on, I'll clear your 6 o'clock for you. Damn it! Why I have to draw the short straw today?
Alright.
Everyone else, quit gawking and start shooting.
Yeah.
Don't worry, just remember your training.
Yeah, my training. Okay, so this is the tutorial screen, as I was mentioning in the intro to this series. The tutorials are broken up into 4 categories: flight training, combat training, wingman command training, and then the final exam. Everything is pretty much self-explanatory. The evade missiles and pursue enemy, those are not part of the final exam, but it's probably a good thing to know. And then also the special weapon attack for the SAAM, which is a new air-to-air weapon in this game. Again, not needed for the final mission, but kind of important. And then number 3, kind of ironic, wingman command training, because you need that training. It's not part of your final exam, but you do need to know how to command your wingmen from the 3rd mission onwards. So kind of ironic that it's the 3rd course in the training. Okay, enough explanations. I'll showcase the training for yous. Climb and descend. Nothing else comes close.
You will now learn the basics of general aircraft controls. Here are the basics on how to climb and descend. Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. Push the left analog stick down to raise the nose and climb. Push the left analog stick up to drop the nose and descend. Now take over the controls and follow the instructions.
Alright. Real easy. These flight control lessons are all about flying through the rings within the time limit.
Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught.
I figure you guys can just reference the training or the chapter names to know what each lesson covers.
Here are the basics on how to yaw the aircraft.
Oh, yaw, not yawn. The
Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. Press the L2 button to move to the left without rotating the aircraft.
When I was a kid, I did appreciate how much detail they went into this.
Use yaw to make fine adjustments to the aircraft.
I guess I should say, for obvious reasons, the control scheme for training is set to normal instead of novice.
And follow the instructions.
Alright, yaw to the left.
Excellent. There is nothing more to be taught.
You will now learn the basics of general aircraft controls. Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. Here are the basics on how to roll the aircraft. A roll rotates the aircraft without changing direction. Push the left analog stick left to roll left. Push the left analog stick right to roll right. Here are the basics on how to turn the aircraft. Turning is a basic method of changing the aircraft's direction. Push the left analog stick left to roll left and tilt the aircraft. Push the left analog stick down during the roll to turn left.
Simple enough.
Push the left analog stick right to roll right and tilt the aircraft.
Yeah, by the time we're done with this video, you guys could easily fly in this game if it ever comes out on the PlayStation Plus Retro Library. Come on, Sony, Namco. Stop being jerks and give us awesome games like this.
Now, take over the controls and follow the instructions. Roll the aircraft 90 degrees left and push the left analog stick down to turn left. Face. 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 Roll the aircraft 90 degrees right and push the left analog stick down to turn right. Face. 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 Face.
All right.
Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught.
You will now learn how to apply basic controls to execute maneuvers. Here are the basics on how to perform a loop.
Hope you guys aren't feeling loopy.
Flying vertically in a full circle. Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. First, push the left analog stick down until the aircraft is upside down. Keep going until the aircraft returns to its original position. During a loop, speed up by pressing the R1 button to keep from stalling. You have now completed a full loop.
Now, take over the controls.
What he doesn't say is that you might also want to consider on the downward end of your loop,
Left analog stick
press the L1 button to slow down
Face.
so that you don't smack into the earth.
Face. 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 Face.
Excellent. There is nothing more to be taught.
Sweet.
You will now learn how to apply basic controls to execute maneuvers. Here are the basics on how to do the Immelmann Turn. An Immelmann Turn is a reverse turn using a combined climb and roll. Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. First, raise the nose until the aircraft is upside down, as you would in a loop. Stop raising the nose after the aircraft is upside down. Now roll to the left or right to bring the aircraft to an upright position. You can use the Immelmann Turn to change direction while climbing. Now take over the controls and follow the instructions.
Oh, there we go. And then roll out of it.
Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught.
And now I'm above the clouds.
You will now learn how to apply basic controls to execute maneuvers. Here are the basics on how to do a split S. Like the Immelmann Turn, the split S is a maneuver used to quickly turn the aircraft. The split S is an Immelmann Turn executed in reverse order. Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. First, roll the aircraft 180 degrees until the aircraft
An Immelmann Turn, but reverse.
the left analog stick down to execute a downward half loop.
Yeah, you may want to put on the brakes as you do that, just so you don't slam into the ground.
You have now completed a split S. Now take over the controls and follow the instructions.
Alright, let's do it from back here. Roll. And down. And through the rings.
Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught. As a review, you will now try to evade an enemy attack using a turn. Take evasive maneuvers whenever missile alert is displayed on screen. Turning the aircraft is one effective way of evading enemy attacks. Apply the various maneuvers you have learned to evade enemy attacks.
Alright. So, just need to survive for 1.5 minutes. Where is he? Ooh. And like I said in other videos, no return line. See?
You are still a novice. As a review, you will now try to evade
Oopsie.
an attack using a turn. Take evasive maneuvers whenever missile alert is displayed on screen. Turning the aircraft is one effective way of evading enemy attacks. Apply the various maneuvers you have learned to evade enemy attacks.
Alright. Yeah, if you goof off in these trainings, he calls you out and says, "You are still a novice." "45 seconds. Oh, that was out of nowhere. But that's a situation you can encounter in the game proper. 15 seconds. Like I said, not covered in the final exam, but it's kinda good if you know how to dodge enemy attacks.
Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught. You will now practice applications of the Immelmann Turn and the Split S.
Now we'll learn how to pursue an enemy.
Use the Immelmann Turn to pursue an enemy flying above you in the opposite direction.
Like this.
Use the target indicator to locate targets that are off-screen.
Simply holding the triangle button.
Use the Split S to pursue an enemy flying below you in the opposite direction. Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught.
Ah, shoot. Alrighty, time for the combat training. It's a lot shorter than the flight training.
You will now practice how to execute attacks.
All that fancy flying is pointless if you don't know how to fight back.
Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. A red missile seeker will appear when the target is within range. Press the circle button to fire when a missile lock is achieved. Missiles can't be guided unless missile lock is achieved. To switch between targets, press the triangle button. You can attack ground targets in the same manner.
Yeah.
Now, take over the controls and follow the instructions. Use your missiles to defeat the enemies. Press the R1 button to accelerate and close in on an enemy until the missile seeker appears. Watch your speed so that you don't overshoot your target. Press the L1 button to slow down when necessary. The guidance system on the missiles is not fail-safe. Enemies can outmaneuver missiles.
Well, I kind of showed that in the previous
when fired from directly behind an enemy aircraft.
And as he said, missiles can also be used against ground targets. There we go.
There's nothing more to be taught.
Excellent. There is nothing more to be taught.
You will now practice how to execute attacks. Here are the basics on how to attack using guns. Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. When the target is in range, a circular reticle appears. Press the X
Like
button
that.
to fire guns. Hold down the X button for a continuous burst of fire. Center the target within the reticle for an accurate shot. Compared to missiles, guns have a shorter range and no guidance, but you have a lot of ammunition.
In most difficulty levels, you actually have infinite ammo in your guns in this game. In most difficulty levels.
Now, take over the controls and follow the instructions. Use your guns to defeat the enemy.
Gotta be careful, don't want to slam into them.
Close in on an enemy until the reticle appears. Press the L1 button to slow down when necessary.
Just like the missiles, guns can be used on ground targets too.
Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught.
You will now practice how to execute attacks. Here are the basics on how to attack ground targets using special weapons.
Uh-huh.
Here are the basics on how to use unguided freefall bombs. Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement.
Most special weapons are simply a case of point and shoot.
Between weapons.
But
A green pipper will indicate where the bomb will impact.
bombs and SAAMs are a little different.
Press the circle button to drop bombs. Several can be dropped at once.
The F5 is capable of dropping up to 4 bombs at once.
Freefall bombs do not require a direct hit. Proximity will suffice. Drop them on clustered targets to take out multiple enemies at once.
Now, take over the controls and follow the instructions. Center the target within the pipper and press the circle button to drop the bomb and destroy the enemy.
Let's see if this hits. Come on.
Excellent.
Perfect.
To be taught.
You will now practice how to execute attacks. Here are the basics on how to attack air targets using special...
For the purposes of this training, they swap out the F5 for the Mirage 2000.
air missile. Corresponding buttons and analog stick icons will flash with each movement. SAAM missiles have a longer range than normal missiles. Press the select button to switch from missiles to special weapons. Press the circle button to deploy special weapons. A steering circle will appear when using SAAM. The target must be kept within this circle after the SAAM is deployed. The SAAM will cease pursuit of the target if it escapes the steering circle. You will hear a beep as long as the SAAM is pursuing its target.
And this weapon only works on air targets.
Follow the instructions. Use your SAAMs to defeat the enemy aircraft.
Like he said, you gotta keep the missile in the circle or it'll miss. You gotta keep the target in the circle. Now for a more cinematic perspective. Boom!
Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught.
Haha. And now to learn how to command the Wingman.
Now we will practice giving orders to your wingmen.
Like I said at the beginning,
The other pilots that make up your squadron.
you need this knowledge from Mission 3 onwards.
And analog stick icons will The directional button is used to give orders to your wingman. Press the directional button in any direction to display the wingman command window. There are a total of 4 orders that you can give to your wingman. While the wingman command window is open, press the up, down, left, or right directional button to give an order. Press the up directional button to order your wingmen to attack. Your wingmen will focus their attacks on the enemies in front of you. This order is effective when you have strong enemies concentrated in front of you. Press the down directional button to give the cover order to your wingmen. Your wingmen will act to protect your aircraft. This order is effective when you have bogies behind you.
Yeah, basically they'll go after anything that threatens the player with the cover command.
Press the left directional button to give the disperse order to your wingmen. Your wingmen will move away from the formation to operate independently. This order is effective when enemy aircraft are spread out over a wide area. The attack, cover, and disperse orders cannot be given simultaneously. Press right on the directional button to order your wingmen to use their special weapon. Permission to use the special weapon can be turned on or off by repeatedly pressing the right directional button. This order can be used in conjunction with the attack, cover, and disperse orders.
Now take over the controls and give an order to your wingmen by pressing a directional button. If your wingmen are off screen, they can be located by a wingman locator. Press the directional button in any direction to display the wingman command window. Press the up directional button to order your wingmen to attack. Your wingmen will focus their attacks on the enemies in front of you. Press the directional button in any direction to display the wingman command window. Press the down directional button to give the cover order to your wingmen. Wingmen will attack enemy aircraft that are targeting you.
Oh, evade.
Press the directional button in any direction to display the wingman command window. Press the left directional button to give the disperse order to your wingmen. Your wingmen will spread out and go away to engage enemy aircraft. Disperse is effective when you want your wingmen to cover a wide area. Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught.
Simple as that. All right. Time for the graduation test, or final training as they call it. Hey, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you leave a like, maybe even hit that subscribe button. And also thank you for watching this little bonus feature.
We will now commence final training and evaluation. Earn as many points as you can within the time limit for each test. Let's begin. We will test your grasp of basic aircraft controls in this section.
Part 1.
Points will be
Very
added each
simple.
time you pass through the circle.
Yep. Just to repeat over some of the obstacle courses you went through in the aircraft maneuverability training. Looks like I'm going for the loop now.
Test your grasp of attack controls in this section. Defeat the enemy using the specified method of attack. Points will not be added for attacks other than by the specified method.
Very simple.
Use your missiles to defeat the enemy. The time limit is 120 seconds.
Two minutes, in other words. Defeat these enemies using only my missiles. During a real mission, it is smart to take out ground targets that are able to fight back, like AA guns and SAAMs. Most of these targets in the real game will take more than a single missile to beat.
Use your gun
All
to
right.
defeat the enemy. The time limit is 120 seconds.
2 minutes again. 2 minutes to destroy targets using just my guns. This test has been difficult for me, this part of it, to avoid the temptation of using my missiles. But how are you going to destroy the enemy if you're out of missiles? And I mean, your wingman can't compensate for you for everything. Ooh! That would have failed the test. No fancy cinematics for the gun. Let's see if I can get that MiG.
This is the final test. Use your
Finally.
bombs to defeat the enemy.
Got
The time
12
is
bombs.
100 seconds.
A minute 40. And I've got 12 bombs. Like he said in the bomb training, doesn't have to be exact. Had a history teacher in high school. His dad was a Army veteran. And he used to tell us, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. But then I kind of pointed out, yeah, but nukes, you don't have to hit the target with a nuke. And ever since then, he switched to including nukes in his description to his class. And medium free fall bombs, that concept also applies. Don't have to hit the target, just gotta be close enough. In this game, that even includes targets out on the water. Four bombs left.
This concludes the final test.
All right. So how'd I do?
Excellent. There's nothing more to be taught.
Got an A in everything except guns. Got a B in guns. But an A, passing grade. Nothing more to be taught. All right. Thank you so much. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little bonus featurette I created for your benefit. Make sure to leave a like if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button so you know when the next videos in this series come out. I will see you guys in the next proper video for this series. Catch you next time.